So Friday, the show was coming to an end. We were about to get into the 3-day weekend. People, I would say, vibes were high considering the weeks we've gone through. I think everyone felt like, man, really need a weekend to decompress. It's just been so emotional with the fires and everything else. But I did get a call from my wife as we were going off the air, and she said, do you have my car? And I said, no, why would I have your car? I have my car. And she says, well, someone stole my car overnight. And I said, yeah, but I've received this call from her many times before, and usually it's like, oops, I forgot I parked it on that street instead, or, oh, I'm in the wrong parking lot, or I forgot the valet has it. So she's called me quite a few times with the car has been stolen, only to immediately been able to track down where the car was. This particular time, though, the car was stolen, officially stolen.
And how do you know that?
Well, first, I was the one who parked it the night before, so I knew exactly where it should have been.
Do you park it in your driveway, or do you park it on the street?
In the street. Usually in front of the house or on the side of the house, depending on, there's a lot of cars parked on the street, so you got to find a spot, and sometimes there's, position A would be in front of the house. A lot of times those are taken, so you go position B, which is side of the house. Usually not a big issue. In this particular case, it was parked on the side of the house. And then I thought to myself, sometimes I'm a little in the red when there's not a good spot. I'll go in the red a little bit. Maybe it got towed. So I go, best case scenario, which is still a terrible scenario.
That's so bad.
Car got towed.
Very expensive scenario.
But then I checked the security footage, and I do see at 3:30 in the morning, Thursday night into Friday. Actually, it was funny because it happened around the same time that I would normally be waking up for this show. I see a car pull up behind where my wife's car was parked, sit in there, clearly using some sort of a device to unlock the car using, you can tell that they're doing something.
Can you see them in the car? Like you can see.
You can't really see that's the worst part about it, is that because of the winds and the stupid branch that's blowing in front of the camera, it's like terrible footage.
Oh.
But you can see them, they're clearly figuring something out, and then you can kind of see the lights on my wife's car kind of blinking on and off in weird patterns, and it's clear that they're attempting to figure out how to get into the car. Then they unlock it, and then they leave, which is a weird thing. They drive off.
Without
the car. The car's still there. And then about 20 minutes later, they come back, someone gets in and drives her car off.
Damn, what an operation.
So it's gone, still gone. And it's really annoying for so many reasons. Obviously, if you've ever had your car stolen, so
it's a very violating feeling,
right.
Especially if it's outside your house. You feel like it's not safe to be near in your neighborhood.
But also on top of everything else, I feel terrible because we had unpacked most of that car after we thought we were going to evacuate with the fires, but we had left a lot of the kids' stuff in the back seat because we created we thought we were going to have to wake them up in the middle of the night and move them out of the house when the fires were moving closer to us. So we had their blankets, some of their stuffed animals.
Oh, no.
All that
their
stuff
memories.
was in the back seat. And that really makes me so much angrier than even the car itself, is that all of that stuff was there. And my wife started going over all the stuff that she had left in the car too. She's like, this jacket, I just got this jacket, I haven't worn it yet. And that wasn't, so that part is annoying. But you go to the police station because you have to go in person and file a report. And
is it like going to the DMV?
It's like that, except there's only one person working at the police station. And because of the week and everything else that's been going on in Southern California, guy with stolen car is very low on the list of priorities. They just don't really care.
Well, and also, it's really hard to catch them.
Yeah, and
unless they happen to, come upon them on the street for some reason.
Doesn't matter if I give them, here's the VIN number, here's how to track it, here's the picture, here's a video of it being stolen.
You don't have an app that tracks the car?
They don't. Well, the guys that steal it know what they're doing, I guess, because they're able to deactivate or turn it off. But you would think if you called the place, they would track it. But then they've got all these rules in place that do not allow you to track cars, even your own, because they were explaining, let's say, Allie, you and I are in a relationship and I'm an abusive husband and you decide to leave and I want to track you. They make it hard to do that stuff. So it was kind of surprising. You'd think in like the year, what year are we in, 2025? It'd be easy to find any car. It's all hooked up to GPS, you'd think. Not the case. So everyone said, "Don't worry, you'll probably find it within 24 hours." It was like not
Who said that?
The police didn't say it, but regular people, idiot friends said that.
I assume that when a car is stolen, it is gone for my life.
Bye-bye.
I expect, just like any bicycle or anything else that's been stolen from me, I will never see it again.
And a lot of people would say things to her like, "Don't worry, my car got stolen a few years ago, and they found it 3 days later, and someone was living in it for a while, and they were defecating in the back seat, but we got it back." And my wife's like, "Oh my God." It was like they're trying to make her,
I don't want it back.
Right, she was trying to make her feel better about it but yeah, so it's just the whole process sucks. And I know that.
Did you have it back?
No. We don't have it back.
I thought there was going to be a plot twist.
No lead. In fact, I got every time I got a call over the weekend from any unknown number, like a sucker, I'm like, go ahead, you got it? And they're like, how would you like solar? I'm like, you sons of bitches. So, yeah, we don't have it back. And
so now you just have no car. She has no car.
No car. I got a rental yesterday, which will buy us like a couple of days to figure it out. But, obviously insurance is all backlogged now because of, because even when you call insurance, like, is this about the fires? You're like, not really.
Right.
Fire adjacent, kind of. And they're like, wait in line.
I think that criminals know right now that the focus is being put on that. So they're like, now's the time to go to another area that's not on fire and steal everyone's cars.
So, yeah, be on the lookout. The guy at the police station was saying to me that if you know what you're doing, you can buy devices on Amazon for $50. That can literally help you get into pretty much any car. Like they said, it's not the barrier of entry to start becoming a professional car thief is not that difficult.
626 said it wouldn't have happened if someone had a megaphone yelling, "Oh, calm." This is just another instance of you being a horrible neighborhood watchman.
I was not on watch, but I will say this because I looked at where the footage was timestamped. At the exact time, I was sitting in my kitchen having coffee to get like in the morning before I start getting ready to leave the house for this show. Right outside the kitchen window, which is where the car was parked, was like, wow, that was happening. And I kind of started putting it together in my head.
Things are going to be okay.
Because I'm watching the footage of the car getting driven down the street, and then I'm like, wait, who's this weird guy back into the scene? And then I realized it's me leaving for work.
Oh, my God.
And I missed it by like 3 minutes.
And you didn't notice for a second that it was gone?
No, and she said that too. She's like, you didn't notice this morning? I'm like, no, I'm like asleep. I'm driving in here. Like,
yeah.
You know how this drive is in the morning.
Literally half my house could be.
Right. So I was like, no, I didn't notice it. I didn't smash into it. I know that much, but I didn't notice it was gone.
My car was there.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the situation. But we'll get into it later. A lot of people want to share the stories. Hang on the phone. We'll get to your calls in a second. Quick break. We're back in a second with your ADD news. Another hour of the show. A big announcement. All that is coming up next on
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
Speaking of cars, if yours was stolen and you got it back, some people.
Klein really wants to hear from you.
Yeah, I'd like to hear from people that have actually had their car stolen and it ended well. Ended
well is a different thing. Found the car, recovered the car is what we need to hear.
My wife's car was stolen from in front of our house on Friday morning. There's been no trace of it. Gone.
Klein was easily the only witness.
I could have been the only witness, but I had the curtain
literally
closed.
one window away.
One window away as it was happening, less than 5 feet away from where I was sitting, getting ready for this show. Now, I didn't tell her all that. She would not be happy to know that because I said to her...
Oh, my God, can we tell her?
No, because even as I'm looking at the timestamp surveillance footage, I realized, man, I was so close. All I had to do was just look out that window. That's all I had to do. But at first,
then what have you done?
Who knows? Yelled.
You would have waved.
He would have waved, yeah.
Hey, guys.
Morning. Other early risers.
Some snacks. A nice car. My wife has one just like it. Enjoy. So anyway, if you have had, a lot of people have had their car stolen. I didn't realize until I started talking about this how many people that I know are like, oh yeah, dude, I've had my car stolen 3 times.
I think it's like a rite of passage in Los Angeles.
I mean, this was the place that originally they invented the club for. Everyone put the club on the steering wheel. Then we got away from that, but I think we need that back now because according to the cops, cars have never been easier to steal than right now. And according to that cop who just called us a moment ago, cops are busy doing other things. They're not even bothering looking for stolen cars.
Yeah, they're not even bothering to run plates these days. And you would think that the newer cars are steal-proof, but it's the complete opposite because all you got to do is hack into that system and boom, you got a brand new car.
Let me say hi to Alex. What happened to you, Alex? I'm looking for something to get excited about and to deliver to my wife when I get home to give her some uplifting news.
How's it going?
Hi, what's up?
So not super exciting, but I was sleeping. My girlfriend at the time heard the car start up outside. And then we ran out and chased it down in her car, and it made a right down this street. I thought I was about 5 seconds behind. An identical 4Runner went the opposite way, chased the wrong car. I was on the phone with the cops, and we lost them.
So that's a great move if you're stealing a car, is get a lookalike car. So
to do like a swap-a-roo.
You thought you were chasing your own car. You were hot on the case, only to realize you were chasing the similar car, but not yours.
It was my actual car, and then an identical car went by, and I chased the wrong one.
Oh, man. Such a good plan.
So funny.
What are the odds
Did you
of that?
pull that guy? Like, did you end up finding out by pulling the guy over and be like, "Get out of my effing car"? And he's like, "What are you talking about? This is my car."
I actually thought it was mine, and then there was a little sticker once I got
Ah,
it.
stickers,
sticker.
man.
Gets you
It's
every
like
time.
stickers and then tattoos with people. Those are really the only identifiers we got.
Lori, you had a car stolen. What happened?
Hey, yeah. So, hi.
Hi,
Good
what's
morning.
up? Good morning.
Hey. So, I just bought a brand new Jeep, and luckily it had, I'd gotten the Guardian. And
right,
you can track your car.
right.
But so I called the cops, and right in front of my parents' house, actually, gated community, and my keys fell out of my purse, apparently. And so it's kind of one of those, if the keys are anywhere around, you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
And, so the cops came, and they didn't come, I'm sorry, called the cops, and they couldn't do anything about it. They're like, oh, we don't know. But I found it literally in an alley, surrounded by a bunch of, hoodlum guys. Called the cops. They came like an hour and a half later, and that was it. So,
But it was
and then they
it
said,
was drivable. It was your car again. You were able to reclaim it and redrive it.
Yeah, but they took my daughter's car seat out. They took all my Steelers stuff off.
They take the car seat out. Forget it. Those things are so annoying to get back in.
Yeah, here's at that point. That's a whole total loss. What are you going to call the fire department to come put
You have
that
to
in
do
again?
that buckley thing again. Push on it with your knee.
It's nice to hear that there's some good stories people have. I mean, a lot of these are not good stories. Claudia, you got your car back quickly? How quickly, Claudia?
Kind of, sort of, not really.
Oh.
In the late 90s,
Damn it. All right, what happened?
in the late 90s, I graduated from college, and the first thing I did was buy my mom a car. It wasn't a fancy car. It was a 2003 Hyundai Accent, base model, roll-up windows, cassette, manual transmission,
Wow.
and it was stolen right in front of my house. And it was a 2003, and I paid it off in 2005, and it was stolen a month after I paid it off.
Oh, my God. And you never found it?
Well, they called me in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning, and they said, we found your car, but there's nothing, you can come check it out at the impound yard. And it was stripped to the bone, the car seats, the knobs, everything. They even took the door handle knobs to the windows.
Yeah, I want to resell all that stuff.
Oh, Jake will take that car.
Yeah, take it.
I'll drive it.
909, I thought I'd share this one, Klein. My car got stolen from in front of my house. Neighbor's camera got it. Insurance paid me more than what I had left on the loan. And a few months later, I got my new car, and the cops found the stolen one.
So what does that mean? You get two cars?
I don't know. Is that like an Amazon package where if it gets
Man.
lost in the mail, they give you another one and then you just get two?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Christine, what happened to you?
My car was stolen from in front of my house, and the cops actually found it about 2 days later. It was drivable. It just was missing the catalytic converter, and it had a bunch of used condoms in the back. So kind of
Oh, man. That's tough.
catalytic converter, it was fine.
Yeah,
Well, you know, that high of stealing the catalytic converter, you got to express that somehow.
We got a bang in the stolen car real quick. This is exciting.
Yes, Klein. All right, sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs.
Yeah, I had a 84 Acura Legend, and it got stolen one time in L.A. County, reported to the police, and they said they're really not going to find it. I get a call because someone found paperwork in the car saying, hey, get this car out of here. So just a friendly neighborhood found it.
How far was it from where it was stolen?
Probably a good 30 minutes.
And it was still in good shape? I mean, as good shape as it could be in for an 84?
Good shape. Yeah, they didn't steal anything. I think they just took it for a joyride.
See, that's the best case scenario for you, Klein. There's no way.
Best case scenario. Everyone seemed to tell me that probably it's already in Tijuana. That's a lot of people said that, or that it is being stripped somewhere inside of a body shop, and they're just going to try to sell off parts, like airbags, headlamps, all that stuff, because that's where they really make the money. And then I was talking to another neighbor, and they said to me that recently they broke into their car. And all they did was steal the airbag out of the car.
What?
Just stole the airbag right out of the car.
Oh, that's the best case scenario, too. Who needs that thing?
Right. Those ones saving lives. All right, Dylan, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Ken, we give you the final word. Every line is full here. Apparently everyone's had their car stolen in L.A., but go ahead, Ken. We give you the last word. What's up?
Okay, so a good buddy of mine, he's like a cheap guy, right? He bought a Ferrari, but the Ferrari he bought was modified with a Toyota engine. So the car got stolen by this guy, thinking he was going to get away, But of course, when he's being chased in this Ferrari with a Toyota motor, he got busted. The car got totaled.
That's okay. If you're going to steal a car, that's a good life lesson. Steal a fast car.
213 pointed out something pretty incredible, Klein. You could have a silver lining out of this if the person who stole your car gets into a high-speed police chase.
And
then your car could be the police chase car.
Man, I hope they do. I would be so proud.
And there's a bunch of baby blankets in the back seat.
Those are my kids' blankets in the back seat right there. All right, well, thank you, everyone. No one really made me feel better. I was hoping that's what would happen here.
Hey, there's another person on the text line who said, my car got stolen and twice from the same train station, and I located it both times blocks away, refilled with coolant, because it was just being used for joyrides, and they topped it off before they left it.
You know what I'm the most upset about, Allie, of all this? And I am mad. The car's stolen. A lot of paperwork. Paperwork across the board. Paperwork at the police station. Paperwork with insurance. Paperwork if you have to get a new car. It's just nothing but paperwork. Because this was going to be our evacuation car from the fires, I had just put in a full tank of gas.
Oh, that is such a bummer.
It's like $100 to fill this thing up. And I just filled it up. I mean, really, every drop of gas I could squeeze into it, I did, because I was like, who knows how long we're going to have to be on the road.
Yes.
It was almost a completely full tank, and that is maybe the saddest part of the whole story.
Yeah, that's great for the car.
Great for the thief.
Yeah, great for the thief. Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Well, congratulations. If you made it to the end of this video, there's a 2% chance that you're still paying attention.
And please check out our other video series called Mr. Beast.
It performs very well.
Yeah. We don't like to brag about it. This is really our sweet spot, but that's what we do on the side, and I don't want to blow it, ruin it for you, but that's Mr. Beast right there.
Yeah, we're going to blow up a bunch of Cybertrucks tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's our other video. Or you can just keep watching these ones. This is kind of like our giving back to the community thing. So thanks for being a part of whatever charity this is, and have a great day.